Mr. Peabody, the most accomplished dog in the world, and his sidekick Sherman use their time machine to go on the most outrageous adventures known to man and dog, and it all happens in Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Hi, I'm Ty Burrell. You're watching Made in Hollywood. You're about to watch a scene from Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
You're sure you're capable of meeting all the challenges of raising a human boy?
Given all that I've accomplished, how hard could it possibly be?
Very well then. If a boy can adopt a dog, I see no reason why a dog cannot adopt a boy.
I'm gonna start with you. I wanna talk to you about Mr. Peabody, because I feel like you might have had to step up your brain game to be him. Did you?
You've read that so right. It's a miracle of casting that I was in any way allowed to attempt to be a genius.
When I adopted Sherman, I vowed to be the best father I could be.
That's also one of the silly fun things about being an actor. Occasionally you get to play somebody you never would be able to play, so it was fun for this whole process to play somebody who actually had the answers.
Don't, like you did, take out the pause after thinking.
Mr. Peabody is a genius, and you might wonder, how did we think of Ty Burrell to play this role? But it's because Ty Burrell's a great actor.
Is the president coming to dinner again?
You'll see. The Petersons! Welcome to our happy home.
When I was asked to be a part of it, though, I was incredibly excited. She is adorable, this movie is adorable, and, I mean, it's DreamWorks, so you expect nothing less.
She hates me!
Share your interests. Tell a witty anecdote. Make it work. Don't tell her about the way back.
Max, how did this happen for you? Like, how did you end up being Sherman?
Well, I went through the audition process. So I did a couple auditions. That's pretty fantastic! I looked up the old Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and I watched some of it, and it was really good. I don't get it.
When we cast Max, he was actually only 8 years old. Wow. And a lot of people felt maybe he was too young, but you know, I felt pretty strongly that he was great, and he was the only one for the role.
He calls it the way back. It's a time machine. Now that we've seen it, maybe we should go back. Nope.
I remember this as a kid. How did this land on your lap? How did this happen for you?
Well, over 10 years ago, I had my first conversation about making Mr. Peabody and Sherman into a full-length feature.
Rob Minkoff, the director, actually approached me years ago. I think now it's 11 or 12 years ago, and talked to me about his concepts of doing a Sherman and Mr. Peabody movie, and I love Rob, I loved his take on it, and we started kind of from there.
You just pull down that lever. This one? Oh boy.
But if you close your eyes. Before this moment, you had never heard of Mr. Peabody and Sherman?
No, I haven't.
He's only in his early 40s.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Sherman, Penny, why are you two dressed like ancient Greeks?
I lost her in ancient Egypt. And I got engaged to King Tut. Then we ran out of gas. In ancient Troy.
You used the way back!
Yeah, she was into it.
Oh my.
In 2005, I brought it to DreamWorks, and we developed it for a good long time. And then in 2011, I got a call, and they said, we're ready to make the movie. And obviously, I was very happy that that had finally happened. And here we are in 2014, and it's finally finished.
I've been told by creative executives here that this was the hardest property to really develop into a full-length movie because the shows were 4.5 minutes. It took a lot of time to come up with a creative approach, which I always knew the movie would get made, but that was very important to me to make sure that it was creatively true to the original and that it worked.
It seems we've ripped a hole in the space-time continuum.
Looks like the past is coming to us.
What is the story of Mr. Peabody and Sherman?
Well, it's a father and son story. It's a boy and his dog story, but the dog, in this case, is the boy's father, which makes them kind of an unusual couple.
The originals are so fun, and they're so witty, but they don't have time, obviously, in 5 or 6 minutes to get into a father-son relationship.
When you're doing this is actually whispered to Sherman. Okay, all right.
What does Rob do while you guys are in the VO booth doing the voiceover? Like, what kind of director is he?
He is a great director, and he's really knows how to direct for this specifically, which is you have to be so descriptive. You have to really basically create the world for us because we have no idea what's happening.
I think the toughest thing really is the amount of time it takes. It really is a long process. It's almost like running a marathon, and you gotta bring it every day. You gotta be enthusiastic and excited, and you gotta convey that to the whole team.
That's partly why it's such a kind of a cool surprise to go and see the movie, because you don't really know what they ended up going with, you know.
Seeing it all put together was it was pretty great that I hadn't read the full script, because some things I didn't know about, and I was really excited.
Why can't children be simple?
Children are not the machines, Peabody. I tried to build one. It was creepy. Papa, Mama.
Made in Hollywood.